it's risky, but we'll take a quick detour real quick to the power station. I'm gonna try out the new monitor. Doesn't have the highest refresh rate, but should be okay. Good chance that we get killed when we go through here. Get collapsed on by a couple people. Just gonna check this for flash drives real quick. We gotta get a couple of, I wouldn't mind a good key either. Nothing going on here. RAM stick. Nothing going on there. At this point, there's a possibility that people have surrounded this place. That's what I'm talking about right there. I think there's somebody. Could be a scav. We'll see. I don't think that's a scav. That's how you do that. Still fairly risky what we're doing right now. We can use this for a trade. Alright, so I need that. I'll go ahead and put the salvo down, toss this in here. Has more slots, but it doesn't have big slots. This is an interesting place to be. I wasn't expecting on doing this. I thought we were just gonna get the, I'm looking for these Lunchables, and they spawn in these crates that used to be underneath the stairs inside Idea, but I don't think they're there anymore. We got a couple of good pieces of armor here. A couple of good magazines. But there's two bodies on the floor and a lot of noise with the power station engine. So if somebody comes by, could definitely bait them pretty hard. Now, hole in fence, we'd have to drop the armor. I'm not opposed to that. If we get out of here without getting shot, though, Emercom extract might be pretty safe at the moment. I think we just take the Lunchable and make our way out of here. That's my take on it. I'm gonna do a risky move right now and check these. Fairly risky. There's no car extract here. What we're going to want to do is slide over to Emercom as safely as we can. Be a little iffy. We're basically going to want to hope that there's a bunch of these pistoling guys running around. And there is a good probability that is true. Decent probability. So this is another decent spot to kill people at. Coal pack helmet. These batteries we can trade for Mosins. Another helmet. I'm pretty partial to keep the helmet that I have. Problem is that if they're doing speed runs at the moment, we're about 33 minutes. Speed runners, from what I know in the past, can leave this store at 31 minutes. Also, these containers can be a good camp spot that people use, or they used to use anyway. Now we also have campers. So there's always the possibility that someone's camping Immercom extract. If we run into a sniper or anything like that, we could have problems. I just noticed I don't have any pain meds. So something to think about. Now also these trucks, there's quests for people to mark these, and they can be quite dangerous. But I feel like people are more worried about loot at the moment than kills. The loot routes are a little interesting. I don't know exactly what everyone's plan is, but this monitor does have a little bit of a crisper image compared to the other one I was using. And it says 144 hertz refresh rate on it, but when I looked in the menu, it was only 70. So I'm not sure how to take that at the moment. So this is another place that's pretty decent to get people at. You have multiple angles where you could shoot people as they cross. Like if you shoot them there, there's no cover for them to take besides that truck. If they try to keep running, they'll get down. If they go underneath the truck, they have a shot. But this right here is another good spot. That bush there in that building used to be a good spot. This is kind of how the game has evolved, though. It used to be that a lot of people camped. That was the whole thing. Nobody knew where all the spawns for stuff was, so they didn't go in the store. They set outside, and they would set in these random locations on the outside of the map because they were too scared to do much. And that's where all the camping and stuff ended up happening. After the loot routes came out, everyone started doing loot paths instead of setting up ambushes. So the only people that really camp now are people that either don't have anything else to do, or they don't have any money because they lost. So their options are very limited. But for the most part, I haven't had too much issue with campers killing me in the past. But I think that's because campers are people of opportunity. And although it's possible someone catches you out over here, a lot of people don't clear their angles. And that's where they ended up dying. Because everyone's so worried about time and speed in the game that they run. Authorization error occurred. What? But they run so fast that they can't like I don't know what it is exactly. I think people just they get on autopilot. So instead of it being a survival game, it's more of like a high fast paced looter shooter game for them, from what I can tell. So it's not really about surviving, it's about how fast can they go in, get the loot, get out. $70K. Alright, so we need 2 more Lunchables. 27. 27,000 to insure all this. I don't think I'm gonna insure it though. I mean, early on, people are probably looking for $1, and all my stuff is pretty decent, so I'd prefer to preserve that 27,000. So what we're gonna try and do is basically go into interchange, go into the stairwells, see if those boxes are still there. If they are, we should be able to get Lunchables out of them. So from here, we're gonna go right into this hole. Somebody can spawn up here, I believe, as well as people can spawn over there. This is where things get hard in this game, because people can spawn over here, I think. And people can spawn over there, I think. And they'll run right into the front of the idea store. They'll shoot you in the side. And that's where your deaths will come from. Like right here, if I run across and that dude pops up right there, I'm dead. Now I'm underground. They've added scavs here, but we do need to get a couple scav kills. The problem here is that if we fight a scav underground and one of those guys from Idea Entrance comes this way, then we die. Because we won't have the ammo. Keep our eyes peeled that way, and then swap as soon as we get cover. Now for me, the likelihood of someone running up behind me is slim at the moment, because why would they pass up the higher loot areas? Now here, someone could run underneath the garage to try and get to the hole in the ground. But since 99% of the players in the game are going to rush straight to the loot spawns, they don't set up tactical flanks or anything like that for their teammates. So even if there is a group of 5, they're most likely going to be running as a group of 5, and they'll all be going in the same spot. Mainly because a lot of players, even if they know how to play the game, because they watch streamers or Twitchers or whatever, they're not going to know how to play as a solo. They're playing as a team for their own protection. They're not playing as a team to have any kind of strategic value. It's just that when you have sheep in a flock, they have a greater chance to overthrow a wolf. Whereas what you want is a team of wolves. If you have a 5-man team that is like one of those people is capable of taking out a 4-man by himself, and you have 5 of those players, that's when you have a force that's something to be reckoned with. It's very difficult to see right there. That's more of a flashlight area. Behind this door could be a big area that you could like try to kill somebody with. Possibly somebody in this room. This is where I'm not really sure if I should go full auto or just single fire. Like right here. Probably single fire. Honestly, underneath the stair would probably be a good place to camp here. But I think there used to be a box here, and I think they removed it. It used to be a really easy place to get those Lunchables, but they might have been upstairs. But generally, I would say these stairwells are a lot better than I just noticed how reflective this computer screen is. It gets a cover over the top of it, so it has a very reflective surface on top, and it makes it a little difficult to see up the stairs because I see my reflection. Now, this is a kind of dangerous angle to have, but I'm thinking this is another area that'd be kind of tough. Like, this is where you can set ambushes if you have multiple people, right? You have one person right here in this little cubby hole. They'll have 2 doors that they could possibly hide in. Have one person down the hall, you know? Wait until they get right in the middle of you. The person down the hall fires, and then the person inside the cubby pops out. So all in all, this seems that they've removed some of the spawns for that. Let's see what that is. Some magazines, nothing major. I'm just gonna go back down, check the computer room. Now, most people, if they're on this map, they're probably going to be looking for the big tech loot spawn areas. I can't really blame them. Now, even though that we just cleared this, I'm gonna have to re-clear it. So we'll try to keep an angle out on this. Now from here, we're gonna have to go back upstairs if we do check this. Possibility that someone comes up in here. But I might check the medical area upstairs, just for a Salwa. I think I need one for the therapist quest, I don't remember. Go ahead and take a couple computer parts. Why not? And I believe we are going to need a flash drive at some point, so. Although I haven't really found any flash drives in the computers like they used to be. I'm sure there's still a possibility. I would think, anyway. This is a big deal people have, like, in this game. They get mad because people rat, but I mean, when you have such a set route and the spawns are a certain way, I mean, sometimes there's not really much other option but to rat. Because you need some space to make moves, and sometimes the best way is just to take advantage of somebody else not knowing. Or not clearing their angles before they go into places. Like right now, I didn't really clear. Didn't take my time. But I'm going to try and take loot routes that no one else probably would, so. For the most part right here, if somebody was in this match, they'd probably go to TechCo, TechLight, Idea. It's possible someone could come to the computer rooms, but not likely. Towards the middle part of the match, people would go through the computer rooms for like safer travel, perhaps. But it's not going to be a big deal. Now, with the frag grenades, I'm kind of surprised people haven't taken advantage of this as much. But with frag grenades having to be pulled out and then thrown, I haven't heard anyone take advantage of me pulling out the nade. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I assume that you can. But nobody's been pushing when they hear the grenade pop out. And I find that a little odd. Seems like any time that you have the advantage to push somebody without much penalty, you probably should take it. It's leveling up some covert movement right now. Might need to stop by Goshen to get some food. That, or we might have to drop the bag. Go out hole and fence or something. Hole and fence is probably one of the safest extracts on this map. And realistically, you don't need a bag on interchange for the most part. I mean, GPUs and all that, generally 2-slot items. It's if you're after guns or armor or something crazy like that that it becomes involved. So this right here, like, people could be setting behind that, watching the escalator, watching down these hallways. But it's been a very quiet match, So I'm assuming that there's probably limited player activity on this map. The reflectiveness on the screen is limited player activity. That was a voice line though. The reflectiveness on the screen is a little annoying at this point. I wish you could slow peek a door. I'm kind of interested to see if they would come around this corner. But I mean, if we have to fight them here in a minute, we have to fight them here in a minute. There's not much else I can do about that. Probably the worst case that we could do is just the scavs team up on us here in a minute. Not really. God, the screen is very reflective. Super reflective for screen. Let's see if we get a lucky Sawa drop here. Blood set. Yeah, blood set and meds. Now we do know that we need these meds for something later, and I know that we need blood sets for something later. So, it's not bad. As long as we store them, we should be good. I think it was that 206 key. If we don't want to find it, we can just kind of search around for it. There's a card make it. Yeah. I'll take that. Might as well. Conversely, if we get the flea market, I can most definitely use the flea market to get some keys that would help us a lot. It's probably level 15 or level 20. So stuff like this, when you come out this door, very difficult to see. Yeah, we're gonna need food and water. So let me think for a second, because Goshen is on that side. But there's no escalator down over there besides the middle. So we just have to go back over here. So that's the plan. And we'll back down the stairs, use those stairs to go to Goshen, hopefully not get murked on the corner. And then, see, like that right there, like I can't see in the corner because the screen's so reflective. That's the only thing I like. The picture is better on this screen, but the clarity isn't because it's so reflective. Unless maybe if I turn the light off. Oh, that helps a little bit. Not much. I need a curtain. We have 14, so go downstairs. We find some food, find some water. So I'm guessing there's probably only one box underneath the stairs for the Lunchables now. I want to take a little bit of extra time here to slow walk this. Wish I knew what door, like, which way the doors all went. I still haven't seen anything, and that's something that bugs me. So I kind of feel like right here in this corner, even though you're really exposed from that direction, that'd be a really good place to kill somebody coming out of this door. Wait a second. I might have found my next cheeky maneuver. Give me a second, hold up. Is he gonna move? No. So it doesn't work while standing. It only works one way. It does work while standing. I need to test that out. So basically, in the past, there was a way you could like tap your key to move sideways, and that would keep you from dying or from making noise on wood and such. So if that is a thing right now, just odd, no scav activity.
Come in peace. Looking for beef stew.
tell if that's the side store or not.
Не, я с пацанами за такое не пью.
I need to make a VoIP button. I kind of wonder if people are starting to use the VoIP so they're less hostile. Still need a couple scav kills, so I'm not opposed to killing the scav with a chest shot. I have to move fast on this one.
Прямо берцы!
Didn't get enough food to sustain ourselves here. So we need to go Immercom extract. We can go down the tunnel in front of us. Now that we have another way to move silently across wood. This could be bad if those are players.
А вот тут твой корефан точно бывал. Чё за хрень?
I can't tell if these are scavs or players anymore. Surely these are scavs. It's not like we got much option either way. Okay.
Вот он!
makes this game more peaceful. I don't really know what's gonna cause people to fight, because in the past everyone fought because they didn't really have any other choice. Like, there was no negotiations, there's no trust, there's no way to communicate. But now, if two people can talk, there's less tension, there's not as much reason to fight. We got enough to survive, but I don't know. We need to make a void button, most definitely, before all this ends. These new smoke grenades. I do know that there is one of these here. It's a lunchbox. Because we do need a lunchbox. Rip ammo. 45. Yeah. Alright, so that's a lunchbox. Tells me that we still have the possibility of another lunchbox here if we don't die. But we're gonna have to be on our A game. Store's open. I'm gonna guess that that other guy possibly came from this direction. But it doesn't look like he searched this box. So that's gonna be our second item that we need. I'm gonna move these. Move that, grab that. M80. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Wish I had some more food, but I guess I don't. Go Emercom extract as best we can. I think we should be okay for the most part. find some food on the way, we find some food. I think we're gonna go long wall. Probably best bet. So this right here, very dangerous. Oh shoot. We might not make it. I might have to eat one of these Lunchables. I don't know, if we make it, it's gonna be slim. I think we'll be fine. A little bit of fog.
Oh, there's another boy. Hey, another boy.
What's up, brother?
I don't know if this is because apps that we have on the computer. So those were scavs, I believe. But you see, like, now that people have VoIP, they don't want to shoot instantaneously anymore. So right there, I didn't really want to shoot because they were talking. But, like, he could have came around that corner and killed me instantaneously. So it's not really like a hardcore survival anymore. It's kind of like a...
кит. Енді менен күлкі кит. Бетіңе тамшыған каскет. Я стреляю громко, будто Кэккабейн. Деньги это так, чтобы тратить на еще апгрейд. Дай ты торт, мы поделаем экран. Мы сюда пришли делать баб. Я буду ебать, ты любить коктейль. Буду добивать, будто Бэккабейн. Сука, понимай, он стиль и слей. Я буду ебать, как доллары тебе. Я буду ебать, ты любить коктейль. Буду добивать, будто Бэккабейн. Сука, понимай, он стиль и слей. Я буду ебать, как доллары тебе. Чтобы поднимать зад, мне не нужен повод. Я сегодня снова ощущаю первобытный голод. Вырубаю баш, я ударной дозы димедрола. И работаю руками, будто гинеколог. Чё там, брат, где мой контракт? Да, я строю из себя, я как Трамп. Конкурентам посоветую закрыться. Передай привет тем, кому уже за 30. Я стреляю громко, будто Кэккабейн. Деньги это так, чтобы тратить на еще апгрейд. За этот корт мы поделаем экран. Мы сюда пришли делать баб. Я буду ебать, ты любить коктейль. Буду добивать, будто Бэккабейн. Сука, понимай, он стиль и слей. Я буду ебать, как доллары тебе. Я буду ебать, ты любить коктейль. Буду добивать, будто Бэккабейн. Сука, понимай, он стиль и слей. Я буду ебать, как доллары тебе.
Maybe more information and links are available under show more button available below the video if watching.